Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to our Saturday edition of Let 'em Run, where we talk about a late pick five, and we're not going to deviate today. I'm here with my partner, John Costin, who is in Monmouth Park in the contest. Correct, John? Oh, there you go.
That's right. In the contest room here, waiting to go. Churchill Downs and Monmouth Park today.
And it is the prizes are for a seat in
Yeah, two
let's
seats
see.
for the NHC and a couple seats for the pick your prize on June 13th. So any of those six prizes will be enough.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Uh, Looks like a nice day down in Monmouth Park. A little windy.
A little windy.
Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully it's a tailwind as they're coming down the stretch for any
Yep.
speed horses. Which,
Yep.
yeah, there could be a speed horse or two. Possibly. We'll talk about that a little bit later in our late pick five that we are going to cover at Churchill Downs, which is the Stephen Foster preview day. Uh, Before we get to that, John, we'll talk about our big sponsors. We'd like to thank Case's Pork Roll, Tommy Dole, good friend of the show, been with us from the beginning, and the Vape Shop. Uh, Alicia Pisa, another friend of the show who has been with us also from the beginning. Her shop on Route 33 in Hamilton. And of course, our big sponsor, we're very happy to be a part of them, Brizet.com, the Handicapper's Edge. Trust me, they are the Handicapper's Edge. Their information is definitely worthwhile to check out, particularly right now they have available the Ultimate 2-Day Belmont Handicap Package for the Belmont Stakes Racing Festival at Saratoga, which is going to be run starting on Thursday through Sunday. The package that you get from Brisnet for $24.99 covers the cards for June 5th, Friday, and Saturday, June 6th, which includes the Belmont, which is shaping up to be a great race. We'll be sure to talk about that, John, I'm sure, as
Yeah, it's coming
shows
close.
to
So,
come.
yep, we'll cover that.
Okay, so John, let's get into the late pick five at Churchill Downs, races 7 through 11. We'll put our picks up there for you to see. John, thank you for putting them together in a way that now we can see them and we can talk about it. We'll go through, we'll start with race 1, or the first race, I should say, in the late pick five, which is race 7 at 3:53 Eastern Standard Time. It is a mile and 16th on the turf. The Old Forester Mint Julep. There were two scratches, two big scratches, quite frankly, right, John? I think the 1 and the 9 both were speed horses. We both liked the 1. Obviously, they scratched. On my ticket, I went with the horses that I liked, especially. Well, John, you made a good point about the 2, but I still use the 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 a little bit deeper. We both like the 3, 4, and the 5 and the 8. We deviated a little bit with the 2 and the 7. The 2, you pointed out, I liked the horse because I thought the horse might show some speed. If you look at the lines, he was in touch with the leaders, up front with the leaders. Again, I don't know what the fractions were. I can't figure them out. Certainly coming in from Europe, has been here for a couple of months, so I give him a little credit for that, being ready for a run. Showed some speed at a workout at Turfway Park on synthetic, which oftentimes does translate to speed on turf. A 47-second bullet workout back on May 1st kind of gave me a little bit of intrigue when the scratch of the 1 and the 9 showed up. Or I should say that they're not going to show up. But I did go a little deeper to the 3, 4, 5. I'll let Johnny talk about the 3, 4, 5, and 8. I told you why I like the 2. So, John, if you want to talk about your picks, so we can get those going.
Yeah, in this race, I don't trust really anybody. And I know you like the 2 horse. And as we talked right before we went on air, the 2, I think, is more of a distance horse, possibly prepping for something longer. I don't know if she's going to be ready in this spot like today. So might show speed, but a mile and a half horse, trying to cut back to a mile and 16th, first time out off the layoff. She might need one there. So I'm going to try to get by her. But the other ones, 3, 4, 5, are these logicals. None of them really jump off the page to me. I think the 8 horse Irad Ortiz is going to, now with 2 speeds scratched out of the race, I think the 8 is going to show more speed from the outside. Irad's not really his MO, go to the lead, but of a race devoid of speed, he will just float out there and take over whenever it allows. So eight's going to get a good trip from out there. The seven I got on this morning, uh, his turf race, her turf race is 4 out of 5 in the money, 3 wins, different horse on the grass. So ready to take that step up into this company, I think. Um, and any of the logicals, 3, 4, and 5 can win it. So I'm going to, use as many as I can here. And if your budget will allow, just hit the all button. But the 6,
It,
neither one of us are using the 6. And I'm not using the 2. Fred's not using the 7. So we're very similar.
Johnny, you make a good point. A new horse, since getting on turf, always runs a good race on turf. Ran in a race of the Mrs. Revere at Churchill Downs, had a little trouble in that race. Louis Saez and trainer George Arnold also hit at a high percentage together. The last time they've hooked up in 13 mounts, so 38%. So that's another plus. And did have the highest last range speed rating according to Brisnet.com. So the 7 makes sense, John. But again, that's where we kind of deviate a little bit. So just to give you some ideas of why we like who we like and why the scratches, why this show on Saturday at 12:30 is in our opinion, is a must-see TV. I can't rhyme a word with podcast. I don't know, John. Maybe you can help me out. I can't find a word. Must-see TV sounds good. I don't have a word that rhymes with podcast. Do you?
No.
Okay. Race 8, 6 furlongs on the dirt. The Aristides, grade 3. In this race, there was a big scratch, in my opinion. Scratch of the 6, Madigan Road. Irad Ortiz was on that horse. One of Bab Baffert's training entrance. He still has left in the number 2. In this race, I went 1, 2, 3, 5. Again, John and I are pretty similar. I'll let John talk about the 1, 2, and 3. I'll talk about the 5. I like the 5 once Madigan Road got out. I had another spot to put a horse in. This horse has good late speed. Could close pretty well into if the speed duel does break out. I think Francesco Arrieta, riding very well. This horse, as 26 out of 29 times has been in the money at this distance. This is a veteran horse in this field. I think, you have some lightly raced horses. I mean, the closest horse that has a number of races that are anywhere near this is the 3 Roll on Big Joe. Has 24 lifetime starts. This horse has 49 lifetime starts. And like I said, at the distance, he's got 26 out of 29 races in the money. So this horse can handle 6 furlongs. So that is why I included that horse, John.
Yeah, it's somebody. It's one of my favorite horses in the wintertime, especially at Oak Lawn. I think he's an Oak Lawn specialist. 2 for 17 here at Churchill, but he's probably got 9 of his wins at Oak Lawn. Definitely loves it over there. So with a 6-horse race, I don't imagine that much suicidal pace. So the 5 and 7, as much as I like them as horses, I just don't see this race setting up for them. And the 4, I just don't think he classes up in this spot today. So it's between the 1, 2, and 3. One of the tickets I did a single cornucopia, but just don't trust. Just don't trust them. That's why I readjusted the ticket to Madhouse. Beat Roll on Big Joe on the Darren Square last time. Got the lead and held off. He charged by the 3. 3 was first time back, so now it's second time back for Roll on Big Joe. Madhouse has proven that he is this class. He can run with these horses. So tough to separate the 1, 2, and 3. But I would think Cornucopia is back to doing what he wants to do, sprint. His first lifetime start, was that blowout win. They rushed him into the Arkansas Derby. Then off the layoff, 6 furlong race, he won at Santa Anita impressively. So he could be a 6 furlong specialist. So he could be a sprinter going forward to keep an eye on this summer. But tough with the 1 being probably the speed on the rail. And it's always fun to root for a Roll on Big Joe. So I'm going to include all 3, 1, 2, 3, and hope there's not 3-way suicidal pace, because if it does, those other horses 4, 5, and 7 will come running.
They could get a chance to do that. Again, talking about Roll on Big Joe, 3 for 4. It's a Churchill Downs specialist, 3 for 4 Churchill Downs, 10 for 13 in the exacta at the distance. So you're right. I think this horse, and 4 in a row, triple Beyer speed figures. So that horse looks very, very solid. I think that horse has a big chance. But again, it could be between the 1, 2, and 3. Like you said, the favorites in the race certainly make a lot of sense. All right, race number 9, John, is the Regret, grade 3, a mile and 1/8, again on the turf. There are some big scratches again in this race. The 4, Lilo Lil, not such a big scratch in terms of the race itself, but the 6, Dendana, scratched also out of this race, which makes
The 6
makes it. Yeah,
The 6
I think
scratch?
so. I have that on my card.
I got 4-7 scratches.
The 4 and the 7, not the 6.
I'm checking right now, but that's big news for me if he did. That's
Well,
one of the ones I like.
let's check that out because that would make a difference.
4 and the 7 scratch. The 6 is in.
My bad. Okay. Well, boy, that really makes my ticket look a little different now. So I don't know why I put the 6 down, but nevertheless, in the night that with the 5, 6, 8, 9, the 5, Faithful Departed, is really a horse I like a lot. I think this horse, sort of a light bulb angle went off the last time. 15-1, you're getting Jose Ortiz, or sorry, 8-1, you're getting Jose Ortiz on a horse that looks like finally figured out how to do things last time out, closed into a very, very good field. I thought that was a good field. I think that horse at 8-1 is value to help your ticket. Now, again, with the 6 being in, the 7 being out, I didn't have either one of those on my ticket. The 6 I actually had in, the 5, 6, 8, 9 on the ninth race, the 5, 6, 8, 9. So I don't know why I said that the 6 was scratched. He's on my ticket. So is the 8 and the 9. I think the 9, Tam Tam, a lot of people have been talking about that horse on some of the podcasts that I listened to earlier today. A new horse since getting on turf for sure. If you look at that angle, the Beyer speed figures, and John, you talk about this all the time, have been going up. So I went with the 5, 6, 8, 9. Our lone horse that we both like on our ticket is the 9. But John, you could talk about the 1 and the 9 and anything else you want to talk about.
Yeah, I'm all in with the 1 horse here, and later in the day it'll be a big contest play for me. This is probably
Is
my
that
best
right?
play of the
Okay.
day, and I would almost single it, but I'm worried about the 9 getting the trip and setting the pace out there and not looking back. So the 9 has a pace advantage. I'm hoping that the 1 gets a good trip from the rail and can work on a trip, not like last time when it was the 12 hole all the way back to last, and then rallied up there and passed some horses at the end. But when you can see that gets a trip sitting 5 by 3 to a pretty quick pace, and then he runs by. So I'm hoping he gets a better trip with Gaffleone, the 1. And the only one I'm gonna use defensively is the 9 in case Lone Speed gets out there. But I definitely would include the 5, 6, and 8. I'm going to give the Dona, another shot for sure. But the race is such, void of speed that Dodona is such a plotter that's going to have to come
Yeah.
from, way back. That's going to maybe hinder her chances today. Storm's Wake's the same kind of horse coming from way back. Faithful Departed, like you said, just, figured it out last time. As a big favorite, won the race like she should have. So, heard a lot of people, mentioning that one today and made some good cases for it. But I'm going to, key it on the 1 on a lot of my wagers. Used the 9 defensively, but if you could spread, it's the 5, 6, and 8 underneath. But it's all about the 1 for me.
Okay, once you take a stand, you take a stand. Another thing about the 5, Faithful Departed, I got we got burned a little last night at I got burned, I should say, by looking at some stats that Miguel Clement had. He was 0 for 19 with the horse first time trying North America. That horse we talked about as a wild card, a Penn National won, the 6-horse won, or that 6-1 in that field on the turf, the mile turf race. But Grant Forster and Jose Ortiz are both, you got a hot trainer, hot jockey, and 8-1. But 0 for 16, and when a horse has won his last start, the trainer, as hot as he is, Grant Foster, 0 for 16 when a horse has won his last start next time out. I think that's going to change. I think Jose Ortiz will make sure of that. That's why I kind of like the 5 a lot in that race. Okay, John, let's talk about race 10. This is where we deviate a little bit. I singled the one, Rattle and Roll. I think second off the layoff, I think this horse went to Saudi Arabia, got very, very worn out over there, came back, ran a race on April 18th, ran at the Benelli Grade 3 down in Keeneland. Just was not ready to run. Coming from Saudi Arabia, we know that takes a lot out of a horse. You're getting Flavien Prat on this horse. This horse is working out like he's ready to run, and I'm taking a shot at singling in this race. He has the highest last pace speed figure in terms of pace, late pace, 131. It towers over the field. All we need is a little pace up front. I see the 2 is showing a little pace, possibly, maybe not a lot, but a little bit. There might not be enough pace for that horse, especially with the scratch of the 9. Scratch of the 8 vibe. We missed that. We didn't talk about the scratches, but that's a big scratch. The number 8, the vibe was speed from the outside. I certainly liked that horse when that horse was in as a speed horse, but I changed my mind. With the scratch again, we talk about the scratches. This horse is 4 for 11 at Churchill Downs, 7 out of 11 in the money, 8 out of 11 in the money at Churchill Downs. 8 out of 16 at the distance, has 5 wins at this distance. I'm giving this horse a shot. If I'm alive and I get to here, we'll see how it goes, John.
Yeah, that was a toss for me. The one horse, I tossed him. I think he's getting a little long in the tooth now. 7-year-old. I don't know how he's going to respond as a 7-year-old now, but he's going to have to rely on too much up front to happen for him to come running, and I don't see enough pace in here to get him into the race. That leaves the 2-horse Hall of Fame. He's Ortiz has got to get out and lead this field as long as he can. I tried to figure out a ticket to get the 4, 5, and 7 into the mix, but the more I looked at it, Hit Show's got the class, but I do hate first time back from overseas. Like you could see what happened with Rattle and Roll. First time back. Now second time back is when you want to bet them, not the first time. So that's one of my usual handicapping angles, but I just think he classes up so well with this field, and he's got the right running style that could be sitting with not much speed, sitting second or third, and then turning for home. He's going to get the jump on the deeper closers, and his class hopefully will prevail. But I'm thinking the 2 is going to lead him an awful long way, and the 2 at the price could be my play, but I'm going to use 2 and 3 and try to get through. My first ticket did have the 4, 6, and 7 on it, but I rearranged it the more I looked at it. I don't know how the 4, 6, and 7 class-wise stack up, and are they going to be able to get into the race with lack of pace? So I went with the classy horse, the horse that made $9 million, and the Speed Hall of Fame, and try to get through with the 2 and the 3.
I think the race runs through the 1, 2, and the 3. I made my case for the 1. John made his case for the 2 and the 3. And you're right. I think the 3 classes up against this field. There's no question about it. Horses won, I didn't realize it won that much money, $9 million and almost $9 million in his lifetime. That horse has been around a lot. The 1 is won almost $4 million. Between those 2 horses, I think they've won quite a bit of money relative to the rest of the field. There's no question about it. But I think you're right. I think the race runs to the 1, 2, 3. We'll get to that race. We'll see who's still alive when we get to the last race, the 11th race on the card, which is the Arlington, a grade 3 for 4-year-olds and upwards, 1.16 miles on the turf. The 5th of 5 stake races in the sequence. I went with the 1, 3, 6, 9. Obviously, the 3, Laganos, has been running good forever. The horse that I am kind of interested in, and we both have him, John, I would like to hear how you feel about it, is the 6 horse Minaret Station. I love it when a jockey comes in for their only mount. Torres is coming in for an only mount. He's only ridden this horse. No one else has ridden the horse. For trainer William Walden, I've shown my affection for William Walden in the past. The guy's training the lights out. He's 43%, 6 wins out of 14 tries. This horse is 2 for 3 at the distance. Last time out on a mile, lost to Quattrocentro and Leganos, who are both in this race. I think this time this horse may turn the tables. So I like the 1, 3, 6, and I also like the 9 Quattrocentro. speed horse, could be the lone speed on the front end. Might
Just to
get out
show
in front and not look back with Julie Lepereau on. Has the
one
highest last race speed rating. Highest early time from U.S. pace figure of 114. But there really isn't another horse in the race who has a triple digit early pace figure. So I look for Lepereau to put that horse on the lead, take him as long as he can. He's the lone E per Brisnet. Again, E means he wants the lead. He's going to get the lead. There is not another E horse in the race. So that adds to my affinity for the horse. Julie Lepereau and Festo Gutierrez hit at 43%. When they hook up together, 0 for 2 at Churchill Downs, okay, fine. But I think this horse sits pretty well. So my picks are the 1, 3, 6, 9. We do the 3, 6, 9. We talked about why I like him. John, I'll give you the final word on this race. You like the 5 and the 10 as well.
Yeah, the 6 is my top pick for sure at those odds. I'm hoping I get somewhere double digits. I doubt it though. I think the way Will Walden's talking about this horse, said basically the horse is raging. The only way it can lose is maybe the race is too short. He's worried about not having enough distance, whatever it is. But if you look at them races, I mean that last race, he had a bit of trouble in the opening first time back off the layoff. Should be raring to go, and every buyer speed figure has gone up. He hasn't even hit his lifetime high yet.
Yep.
Laganos, every time you try to beat it, the horse just gets his nose down on the wire and figures out, how to do it.
So much horse chagrin.
Taking the 5. Oh yeah, that's the killer for us. Every time we got a long shot, and then he gets his nose down in front and kills us. So the other one I like is I'm going to put the 5 in there at 20 to 1 as a crazy one. He only ran, 2 bum races his whole life. I mean, other than that, he's been there. Now he's second off the layoff, so I'll include him. The 9, always got to worry about him getting away, but I'm sure Lepereau will mess that up somehow. And
your favorite jockey.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
And
we know, John.
Brilliant birdie. I mean, 5 for 6 at Churchill Downs. Absolutely loves it. But the last 2 races leave something to be desired. How's he going to come back as a 5-year-old? I'm not sure. Off the last 2, but his affinity for Churchill, you got to include. And if I had room to fit the 1 in, like you had the 1 in there, I just didn't have the budget for the 1, but the 1 would be on my tickets with Irad at 10 to 1. Last 4 races, he's going, higher and higher with his buyer. So he's got a nice pattern and hasn't hit his lifetime top yet. So, but I'm going to take a shot with some crazy ones, the 5 and the 6. Include the logicals, the 3, 9, and 10. If you have room, put the 1 in. There you have it.
All right, John. Once again, thank you for taking time out of your day as you enter the contest at Monmouth Park. We wish you the best of luck,
races,
John.
How about this? Both races are in the gate at the same instant. Churchill's 5 minutes late. They're in the gate, and Monmouth's in the gate. They run races on top of each other.
You have any action in those races?
Yeah, I got a contest show bet on the favorite at Monmouth just to get it mandatory out of the way.
Get a mandatory out of the way.
Yeah, the 1 horse. And
the races right on top of each other. It's never a good thing.
Yeah. Yep. And there's a big favorite at Churchill, which I didn't bet because it's 1 to 5. You can't, make any money on a win place bet on that one.
Sure.
So there's Italy, Mooch. Of course, Italy. The horse number 4, Italy. Oh,
That's
God, he's going to beat me. Italy. Yeah. And Mooch is like, you got to go all in on Italy first race of the contest. Yeah.
So listen, we'll let you get back to paying attention to what's going on there. Once again, just want to make sure to tell our viewers about Brisnet.com and their 2-day Ultimate Belmont Handicapping Package for $24.99, where you will get June 5th and June 6th, Friday and Saturday, with the Belmont Stakes Racing Festival at Saratoga. John, you're leaving on Thursday to get to Saratoga?
All right, hang on. That race just finished. The 1 got by Italy, so thank God I didn't go all in. But I did single the 1 on a pick 5. All right, now I'm watching the Churchill race. I need the 2 to hold on.
This is like live TV. This is live. This is action. Who did you bet over Churchill?
The favorite, just a single and a pick 5.
Okay. It's off?
Coming down the stretch, he's got about a length and a half lead. He's holding the 1 at bay. Yeah, he's good. So both my singles start at the pick 5. both
John,
favorites, but I got the single home. Now I got a lot of coverage
do you want to stay on the show for the next 2 hours? I mean, don't you think
until we have a loser. Let's keep going, Fred. What do you want to talk about? How about that golf yesterday?
it's fun? Did you use the pork roll? Did you cook up any pork roll
Oh
yet?
no, no. Tomorrow we open up the pool. Tommy Rock's coming over. We're going to open up the pool and hook up the new pool pump, and we're going to slice up that pork roll and put it on the grill tomorrow.
When you enjoy it, and don't forget brisnet.com, the handicapper's edge. Certainly take a look at their Belmont handicapping package for the Belmont Stakes Racing Festival at Saratoga, June 5th and 6th. World of information. John, any final words before we cut out with our famous tagline? Beautiful.
No, not really. We'll see how this goes. And I do love this Churchill down sequence. I really like it. And the bonus to it, there's a carryover on the pick five. Yesterday's mid pick five carried over to this one, so it's going to start out with 80 grand in this pot. They're going to bet, seven, 800,000. There's no other big races today, so they're going to bet a
There's
million
nothing
bucks into
else.
this.
That's true. That's right. Well, that's good
Yeah,
to know. Hey, well, let's one of us got a chance to get a part of it, John. So let's see what
yeah.
happens,
We'll
right?
see. We'll see how the tickets go leading into the 10th race, where that's going to be our separator, and see who's got a better ticket going, and that's how you root.
Our root order. There will be root order.
Root order. Yes.
So, John, good luck. Say hi to all your friends for me. And don't forget to bet smart, cheer hard. Fast horses can equal some serious fun. And when it's all said and done, John, just what do we say? Just let them run.
Let them run. See you
All right,
guys.
goodbye. Goodbye and good luck.